Hi all and welcome back. Quick refresher if you missed my first video. Godbreakers is a third-person co-op roguelite closest to Hyperlight Breaker or Risk of Rain 2, but with tighter combat. The hook is stealing enemy powers. You dive into them, blow them up, and get a one-shot ability. Imagine Kirby's disturbed uncle who skipped the cute part and just became a martial arts expert. That's the tone here. This is a follow-up video, because I don't just want to avoid wasting your time, I also want to gain you time. Since the reveal, there have been interviews, dev blogs, and a deep dive video, so I pulled together the most important new details. That way you don't have to dig through Reddit and patch notes just to figure out if this game's worth your time. Anyway, let's start with combat. The big reveal is the philosophy. Everything is built around dash canceling. You can break out of almost any move with a dash. That's straight out of Devil May Cry or Bayonetta, but the feel is different. Instead of stylish lock-on juggling, it's closer to Warframe's frantic mobility mixed with Hades' responsive cancels. Enemies don't always stagger, which sounds odd at first, right? But it's deliberate. You're meant to keep weaving through fights, improvising with stolen powers, and staying on the move. They also showed off all 6 archetypes: Lancers the spear fighter, steady reach, reliable damage; Strikers the brawler, fists everywhere for people who just want to punch things into dust; Pause is your assassin, darting behind enemies for crit backstabs. Duelist is the hybrid, smacking enemies up close and then firing energy orbs at range, basically the Spellblade slot. Reaper is the pet class, scythe swinging while your swarm of little minions quietly do half the job for you. And Pillar is the wrecking ball, huge weapon, big quake slams, and even a shield pulse for the whole team. Together they cover every classic role: balanced, brawler, assassin, hybrid, summoner, and tank. On top of that, you build with fragments and essences. Fragments are permanent mods that can even change your look, like one that makes debuffed enemies explode. Essences are stackable buffs you grab mid-run, and they synergize with fragments. So if your fragments set up backstab explosions, and your essences boost crits or Godbreak rate, suddenly every backstab is a chain reaction. It's basically Diablo-style gear layered onto Hades-style boons, with Godbreak powers as one-shot supers stacked on top. Now, biomes. There are 6 total, and after each boss you pick the next one on a branching map. Saboth, the swamp biome, is all about poison, misery, and wet socks. It's got grapple hooks for repositioning, cleansing shrines that cure you but also cure enemies if they're nearby, and traps you can lure mobs into. Each biome has its own hazards and quirks, so it's not just a new backdrop, it changes how you play. We also saw new enemies: the Wrecker, a brute with slam knockdowns; the Wretch, spreading poison around; and the Spitter, leaving acid pools, and if you Godbreak it, you get a stun AoE. Mini-bosses are in too, like the Dredger in Saboth, and bosses themselves, multi-phase evolving patterns. The devs even admitted the demo boss was basically a warm-up. Later bosses are harder and designed so you have to Godbreak adds mid-fight just to keep pace. One fun dev tidbit: the original concept was way more unhinged. They actually wanted you to graft boss limbs onto your character. That got cut for scope, but the way fragments change your appearance is a leftover of that idea. So what does it feel like to play? Solo, it's fast and reactive. You're dashing, grappling, detonating enemies at just the right moment. In co-op, it's organized chaos, with everyone stealing different powers and deciding who Godbreaks what. And honestly, that choice can flip a fight. Of course, the biggest unanswered questions are the price and the exact release date. We know it's still planned for 2025 on PC and PS5, so those answers should come soon. That's the update. If you saw my first video, this should fill in all the blanks the devs have shared since. If you like videos that don't waste your time, consider liking and subscribing. And I'm curious, did you play the demo? And are you planning to jump in when it launches? Let me know in the comments. I'll keep covering this one, and I'll see you back here when we finally get that release date.